Do you spend hours each week creating Instagram content, but you're still not getting the sales and the wins that you see everyone and their mom sharing to their feed? It's really rough. But there's usually just a few simple changes you need to make to get there, and I'm going to help you. You are closer than you think. You can find the exact gaps that you have in your Instagram strategy, the gaps that are holding you back from getting clients from your content with my free Find and Fix the Gaps in Your Instagram Strategy quiz. All you have to do is take 5 minutes to fill out the quiz and you will get the exact roadmap you need to start getting sales from your Instagram content. Get your copy of the quiz at sociallyyours.biz/findandfixed. All spelled out, all one word, find and fixed. Or check the link in the show notes.
Do you spend a ton of time finding the absolute perfect trending audio to create a great reel because you just know it's going to get you a ton of reach, but they never end up bringing in sales and maybe just a couple of comments or a follower or two? Today, I want to talk about why carousels are actually stealing the spotlight and how they can drive more sales for your business without the stress. Because there are a couple of new updates to Instagram carousels that are making it so they are performing even better than Reels. So let's talk about how to get those results we want without having to make ourselves presentable enough to record a reel and then edit it and do all of that. If you want to make more sales more easily on Instagram while still being able to rock that mom bun and ratty t-shirt, this is the episode for you. All right, let's have a real talk about Reels.
Welcome to the Mompreneur
Reels can be a lot of fun.
Where we
I
share
love a good reel,
Instagram strategies
but creating them is something I really only like to do when I'm in the mood for it, and also when I look like I'm
Sydney O'Brien,
presentable enough for the public, which just honestly doesn't happen very often.
And found a way to do it.
Reels can be a lot of work. First, you have to find the perfect trending audio, find a way to work it into the topic of the post that you need to talk about that day, right? And then time it
creating
right
content
with that
isn't
content,
getting them the results
throw
they
in some
want.
edits,
If you're an
lip
overwhelmed
syncing,
but
it takes
very
a couple
ambitious
tries.
business owner, and you want to
Honestly,
strategize the heck
sometimes
out of your
it's just
Instagram
more drama
account
than it's
so that
worth,
you can
right?
save time and
Sometimes
make more
you're
sales,
also just not
you're in the right
feeling
place.
it. You got your mom messy bun. You haven't had your coffee yet. The last thing you want to do is show up on camera, especially if you have little kids in the house or any kids who just come over and run across the shot at the absolute worst time. That is where Reels start to feel less like a fun, creative outlet and so much more like a chore. Who has the energy for that when you have the rest of your business to run, plus kids to wrangle, right? It's not always the ideal solution. That is where carousels are about to become your new best friend. Because instead of trying to squeeze like a really important message into a short clip, because the shorter ones typically perform better, carousels let you take a breather and share what you want to say. There are 2 new changes to carousels that make it so they are actually performing better than Reels. And I'm not making this up. The CEO of Instagram posted this in a reel last week, actually, and said this is what it is happening because of these 2 changes, okay? So the first change, you can now add up to 20 slides on a carousel. Before, it was only 10. Which is really great because you can share more information, which means you can spread your content out more and break it down more so it's more readable and can be more impactful. Because if your content isn't readable, if it's not easily consumed, people aren't going to consume it. So being able to break it up more into more slides so you can serve it up just one quick swipe at a time, it's going to get more views, it's going to get more engagement, and the best of all is there's no dancing or lip syncing required. That readability just gives you the great chance to deliver more information in really bite-sized pieces, which is perfect for keeping your audience engaged. Each slide should have like a mini cliffhanger that gets them excited to swipe to the next one. You're not just dumping a whole wall of text. No one is going to read that, especially on Instagram. Our attention spans are way too short, especially when you're already in that social media mindset of, quick scrolling, double tapping, right? So you want each slide to be quick, easy to digest nugget of info that builds on the one before it. You don't want to write a whole essay. You're creating a story that unfolds with each swipe. Think of like reading a little kid's like board book. Very, very simple, easy to understand pages. Because if you fill your slides with paragraphs of text, No one's going to swipe. They're just going to scroll right past. So you want to keep it short, keep it sweet, and keep it straight to the point. One key idea per slide. If they can't read it in a couple of seconds, it's too much. And I know you're thinking, I've got a lot to say. And you just said carousels were great for sharing more information. And yes, both of these things are true. You should say a lot. But instead of cramming everything into one slide, you just want to spread it out a little bit. And then you also have the caption to work with. Although, if you're doing a long carousel, try and keep the caption short so it's not text on text on text. Like I said, each slide is short and builds upon the last one so that by the time they get to that last slide, they are hooked, they're informed, and if you've done it right, they're ready to take action. That is where carousels can really outshine reels for selling. Whether you're selling a product or service, carousel can just let you give it the attention it deserves. For example, case studies. Case studies are a super, super powerful form of social proof that works super well on Instagram to both build trust and sell offers at the same time. If you want more information on social proof, head back to the previous episode 61, where I dig into it much deeper. But case studies are huge when it comes to getting your audience to trust you and to take action, because it's just so much social proof that is presented in a really relatable way. But in order for it to be relatable, you have to walk your followers through the journey, right? The before, the during of, the before of what your client or customer was experiencing before your product or service, the during of what it was like using it, and then the after, the ultimate goal that everyone in your target audience wants. And digging deep into those details, the emotion there, the specific scenarios and situations people are in each of those stages, just so that it is super, super relatable. And that is where carousels come in clutch. They allow you to break down a case study like that slide by slide, so you can easily walk your audience through each of those stages that they need, the before, the during, and the after, and all those, the really juicy details that are just going to hit home so much to make it so powerful. So by the time they've swiped through the carousel, your audience can clearly see the value of your offer. They can picture themselves as the client or customer whose the case study is based around. There's no guesswork, there's no confusion, just solid proof that what you are selling works. This is one of the templates inside Carousels That Sell is a case study template that I use all the time just because it works so well. And using the template means I don't have to stress over how to structure it. I can just plug in the new information and let the results speak for themselves. Carousels are just so underrated when you're able to utilize them effectively in the right way so that people actually keep swiping and get to the end of them. They're just so perfect. By the end, they get the whole picture of what your program is just from one carousel. You've got their attention. They're not scrambling to replay a video to catch what they missed and still have more questions about what the heck it is that you're offering, right? Because a confused mind doesn't buy. So if you can use carousels to share your information in a succinct and readable way, you'll get the benefit of the more reach of carousels from these changes. Plus, you clear up all of that confusion so you can get more sales. The other new feature, because I did say there were two, is music. You can add music to your carousels so that they show up on the Reels tab too, not just in the feed, like home feed. That is double the visibility, right? And Reels tab typically gets more non-follower visibility, which is great. So you're putting your content out there, you're telling a story, you're hitting that sweet spot where it can appear in both the home feed and in the Reels tab. That's amazing. And you don't even have to put on a bra to do it. Honestly, that is like top-notch content creation in my book. And I know drafting carousels, designing them, crafting them, whatever you want to call it, can feel a little overwhelming, maybe a little exhausting. I have heard this from a bunch of people. I actually recently heard back from someone who was really struggling with carousels. The idea of taking the time to craft them in a way that kept people swiping so they were actually effective was really daunting. She just wasn't sure how to do it. And then she used my templates, Carousels That Sell, and not only are they working and getting her sales, but with the changes to carousel features, they're getting more reach. They're outperforming her reels. And she knows exactly what to post on carousels to take advantage of the increased reach and get more sales. So next time you're staring down another reel and you just can't bring yourself to do it, remember, try a carousel. They're perfect for storytelling. They're perfect for case studies. They are super easy to consume. And let's be honest, they are way more forgiving on the crazy messy bun coffee fueled days. And now I really, really want you to take advantage to these amazing updates to Instagram carousels. They're seriously leveling up the way we do content, especially for mompreneurs. Carousels just let you go deeper with your messaging and share more information in really bite-sized, easy to swipe pieces so that you can build the trust with your audience without needing to show up on video, which is a huge relief to me. I'm assuming it is to you as well. If you've been trying to make reels work for your business, but you've been feeling like you're just kind of chasing trends just to get crickets in return, it is time to give carousels a shot because this is their time to shine. I have always found them really helpful for getting actual sales, and now that is only going to get better. So here's what I'm doing. I have just updated Carousels That Sell templates to take full advantage of these new Instagram changes. So the old version, over 1,300 mompreneurs grabbed them just this year so far. They saw real sales from using them. With the Instagram updates, these templates are even more powerful for getting more engagement and turning more followers into paying clients. These templates save you so much time and are designed to fit into your crazy busy schedule. No more wondering what to post or how to structure your carousels. It is all laid out for you. Easy, effective, and ready to work. One of my favorite things about the new Carousels That Sell is the double hook, okay? Because on Instagram, carousels can show up in your feed more than once because of the slides. So the first time people will see the first slide of the carousel. If they scroll past it, if it doesn't catch their attention, you have another opportunity with the second slide. So each and every template has a double hook for more opportunities to stop the scroll and engage your audience. Normally, Carousels That Sell is $37, but for the next few days, you can grab the new updated version that fully aligns with the updated Instagram carousels for only $17. This is the perfect time to get in and start using them to drive more sales with way less stress. So head to the link in the show notes so you can get the updated Carousels That Sell templates for just $17 and start seeing real results. Don't forget to tag me once you've shared your first carousel. I would love to check it out and give your post some extra love. You can find me on Instagram. My handle is at socially.yours.strategist. I seriously cannot wait to see what you create with these templates. Thank you so much for listening to Mompreneur Mastery, simple Instagram strategy for busy moms. If you found this episode helpful, if you were nodding along at any point or wanted to take notes, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes, and also leave a rating and review so that more mompreneurs can benefit from this information. And don't forget to find and fix the gaps in your Instagram strategy so you can make more sales with the free quiz in the show notes. Thanks for listening, and I can't wait to be back in your earbuds next week.